मुलम्बितभुजौ कनकावदातौ सङ्कीर्तनैकपितरौ कमलायताक्षौ विश्वाम्भरद्विजवरौ युगधर्मपालौ वन्दे जगत्प्रियकरौ करुणावतारौ। नमस्त्रिकालसत्याय जगन्नाथसुताय च सभृत्याय सपुत्राय सकलात्राय ते नमः। अवतीर्णौ सकारुण्यौ परिच्छिन्नौ षडीश्वरौ श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य नित्यानन्दौ द्वारतारौ भजे। तद्जयति विशुद्ध विक्रम कमलायताक्षनः वरजानुविलम्बि षड्भुज बहुधा भक्तिरसाभिनार्तकः। जयति जयति देव कृष्ण चैतन्य चन्द्रो जयति जयति कीर्तिस्तस्य नित्या पवित्रा जयति जयति भृत्या तस्य विश्वेशमूर्ते जयति जयति नित्यां तस्य सर्वप्रियाणाम्। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। The verses from Srimad Bhagavatam. न यद्वचश्चित्रपदं हरिर्यशो जगत्पवित्रं प्रगृणीत कर्हिचित् तद्वाय सन्तीर्थमुशन्ति मानसा न यत्र हंसा निर्मन्त्य शिक्षयाः तद्वाग्विसर्गो जनताघविप्लवो यस्मिन् प्रतिश्लोकमबद्धवत्यपि नामानन्तस्य यशोऽङ्कितानि यत् शृण्वन्ति गायन्ति गृह्णन्ति साधवः। यस्यां वै श्रूयमाणायां कृष्णे परमपुरुषे भक्तिरुत्पद्यते पुंसः शोकमोहभयापहा। सूत उवाच आत्मा रामश्च मुनयो निर्ग्रन्था अप्युरुक्रमे कुर्वन्तः तु किं भक्तिम् इत्थं भूतो गुणो हरिः। कृष्णवर्णं त्विषा कृष्णं साङ्गोपाङ्गास्त्रपार्षदं यज्ञैः सङ्कीर्तनप्रायैर्यजन्ति हि सुमेधसः। ध्येयं सदा परिभवग्नं भीष्टदोहं तीर्थास्पदं शिवविरिञ्चिनुतं शरण्यं धृत्यार्तिहं प्रणतपालभवाब्धिपोतं वन्दे महापुरुष ते चरणारविन्दम्। यत्त्वा सुदुस्तज्य सुरेप्सितराज्यलक्ष्मीं धर्मिष्ठार्यवचसा यद्गादरण्यं मायामृगं दैतयीप्सितमन्वधावत् वन्दे महापुरुष ते चरणारविन्दम्। श्री हरि भक्ति शुभोदया। अक्ष्णो फलं त्वादृश दर्शनं हि तनोः फलं त्वादृश गात्रसङ्गः जीवाफलं त्वादृश कीर्तनं हि सुदुर्लभा भागवता हि लोके। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। नाम संकीर्तन। हरिहराय नमः कृष्ण यादवाय नमः यादवाय माधवाय केशवाय नमः गोपाल गोविंद राम श्रीमधुसूदन गिरिधारी गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन श्री चैतन्य नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत सीता हरि गुरु वैष्णव भागवत गीता श्री रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्ट दास रघुनाथ एछै गोसाईर कोरी चरण वंदन जहाँ होइते विघ्न नाश अभीष्ट पुराण एछै गोसाई जन मुई तार दास दासवार पद रेणु मोर पंचग्रास। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Dandavat pranam to all devotees. Mataji, today's class is being taken by Narayan Damodar Prabhu because he was very interested to read today's section. So over to him.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Am I audible? Hare Krishna, am I audible?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji. So, Mataji, we are going to start reading from 8.32 on the chat of Zoom and on our ISKCON group as well. I have shared a couple of links, one PDF file and one link. So, while we were discussing yesterday evening, I thought that like sharing this who's who in Gaur Leela would be better if we read it along with our chapter. So, I'm going to share my screen. Uh, yes, it is visible. Yeah, so I will open this tab as well, and I will have both the tabs. So you'll be able to see. So this is the link that I have shared. It's a very beautiful link. It is Gaudiya history, and it basically tells us who's who in Krishna Leela. Also, I have got this PDF. In previous incarnations, what were the other devotees? Like who were the other devotees? So I'll just open that as well. So it will be better for us to just index them together. Just a minute. Yeah. So we are ready now. So from 32 onwards. चली लेना श्री राघव पंडित उदार गुप्ते यार घरे हैला चैतन्य विहार. So the magnanimous Raghava Pandit is in whose house Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu secretly performed many pastimes also came. So not all the names have been indexed over here in this link. Raghava Pandit. Let's try to search who was Raghava Pandit in Krishna Lila. Yeah, so Raghav Pandit in Krishna Lila was Dhanishta who feeds and serves Krishna. So in the Bhoga Arthi, very beautifully, Bhaktivinoda Thakur has said that after Lord finishes eating and once Lord and his friends have been ordered by Nanda Maharaj to go and wash their hands, whatever remnants are there on Lord's plates, Dhanishta brings so that other gopis and others can have the remnants of Lord's food. So if we open Bhaja Bhakata Vatsala Gaurahari, in that bhajan as well, we see Dhanishta Anito. So there is one line which says Dhanishta Anito. Yeah, here. Jashomati Agnya Peye Dhanishta Anito Shri Krishna Prasada Radha Bhunje Hoye Prito. So once Lord has washed his hands and he and other gopas are basically sleeping, and Bishalakha is basically waving the Chamara fan. Yashoda Mata orders Dhanishta, who is a gopi, to go and get Lord's plate. So Shri Krishna Prasad Radha Bhunje Hoye Prito. So the first one to take to partake the remnants of Lord is Radharani, and by seeing that, by having that remnants, she's very much in delight. So as Mother Yashoda requests the gopi Dhanishta, brings remnants of food left on Krishna's plate to Srimati Radharani, who eats them with great delight. So the next line, so we see here Raghava Pandit was none other than Dhanishta, who feeds and serves Krishna in Krishna Leela. भवरोग वैद्य सिंह चलीला मुरारी गुप्ते यान देहे वैसे गौरंग श्री हरि. Shri Murari Gupta, the lion-like doctor who cured the disease of material life, also came. Lord Gauranga secretly resided in his body. So Murari Gupta, it is very well known who is Murari Gupta. He is none other than Hanumanji. So we can just search here as well, Murari Gupta. Yeah, so Hanuman. So Hanumanji was Murari, who came as Murari Gupta. And here it is said that Murari Gupta, the lion-like doctor who cured the disease of material life, also came. And even we see that whenever we are in the trouble of material life, the one who saves us is Hanuman. So we have to pray to Hanuman as the Param Bhakta of Ramchandra so that he can help us from the disease of material life. And as several times, Narayani Mataji and Kamalochan Prabhuji both have given very wonderful classes on Ramayana. And we see that the Sundarakanda, it is Sundar, it is called Sundar because we see that Hanumanji flies all the way to Lanka to help to basically tell Sita Mata that Lord is coming. So in this analogy, Prabhuji and Mataji both have said that Sita Mata represents the living entity bound by the material, what do you say, the construction around it. And Hanuman is Sri Guru, who comes with the message of Lord, that Lord is coming. You just have to keep faith. You just have to keep chanting Lord's name, and one day the Lord will come and save us. So we also chant Hanumanji's stotra. We have to chant Hanumanji's stotra, not because we want we don't want illness in this material life, basically to help us overcome the various kinds of bodily illnesses and mental illnesses, so that we are able to serve Lord better. So Murari Gupta is Hanuman. चलिले न श्री गरुड़ पंडित हरि से, नाम बोले यान रे ना लगी ला ना लांगीला सर्प विषे. So Sri Garuda Pandit also came. By the influence of the holy names, he was not affected by the poison of a snake. So Garuda Pandit, I don't know who Garuda Pandit is, so there is no harm in searching who Garuda Pandit is. Yeah, so Garuda Pandit is none other than Garuda. So here we see Garuda Pandit is Garuda and Murari Gupta is Hanuman. And Lord is Narayan, and Narayan has got two basic carriers. One is Hanuman in Sri Rama Avatar, and one is Garuda as Narayana. So Garuda Pandit also came, and by the influence of the holy name, he was not affected by the poison of a snake. And even in Sri Ramchandra Leela, we have seen that how uh, Hanuman flew to Vaikuntha Loka to basically request Garuda to come down and break the Sarpa Pasha, which was placed around Lakshman and Rama. Lord Ramchandra and Lakshman could have easily broken the Nagapasha, but they were playing the role of a human being, and doing such superhuman activities is not was not felt to be like deemed fit by Ramchandra. So within the heart of Hanuman, Ramchandra said that you go to Garuda, you go to Vaikuntha, so that there was one more devotee, Garuda, over there, who had doubts that whether this person is Narayan or not. So he had to come and fly down, and then finally the Lord Ram revealed himself that he is none other than Narayana. So next 35th. चलिले न गोपीनाथ सिंह महाशय, अक्रूर करिया यान रे गौरचंद्र काया. Sri Gopinath Simha also came. Lord Gaurachandra would address him as Akrura. So if Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is addressing him as Akrura, I think Gopinath Acharya was Akrura in Chaitanya in Krishna Leela? No, Gopinath Acharya was Ratnavali Gopi. So Gopinath Acharya was, I guess, Gopinath Acharya. Yeah, Gopinath Acharya was Ratnavali Devi, and he also came as Baladev Vidyabhushan. प्रभुर परम प्रिय श्री राम पंडित, चलिले न नारायण पंडित सहित. Sri Rama Pandit, who was very dear to the Lord, came with Narayana Pandit. Now, Rama Pandit and Narayana Pandit, Rama, Sri Rama Pandita, brother of Srivasa. He was Parvata Muni, the friend of Narada Muni. Hari Bol. So, Sri Rama Pandit, the brother of Srivas Thakur, was Parvata Muni. Parvata Muni normally travels with Narada Muni all the places where he goes, and we have seen in the Leela of Valmiki that Narad Muni is basically traveling with Parvata Muni, and he comes across Mrigari, and then he basically both of them initiate Mrigari to chant Lord Rama's name, but he cannot say Rama, he says Mara Mara Mara. And after a year or so, they come back and they see that Mrigari has completely transformed into Valmiki. So Narayana, Sri Rama Pandit, brother of Srivasa, is Parvata Muni. Now let's search who's Narayana Pandit as well. Narayana Pandit. So it is Narayana Vachaspati. So I think both could be the same or both could be different. So Narayana Vachaspati was Gauraseni Gopi or Shuraseni Gopi. So the next verse. आई दरसने श्री पंडित दामोदर आसी चीला आई देखी चलीला सत्वर. After seeing Mother Sachi, Sri Damodar Pandit also returned to Nilachala. So here in purport it is said, See Chaitanya Bhagavat, Antya Khand, chapter 9, texts 91 to 111, and Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antya Leela, chapter 3, 21 to 45 to read more about that. So Damodara Pandit, Damodara Pandita was Saibya Gopi along with goddess Saraswati. So in Gaudiya Leela, Damodara Pandit was none other than Saibya Gopi in Krishna Leela along with some potency of Saraswati Mata. अनंत चैतन्य भक्त कत जानी नाम चलिले न सबे पूरी आनंदेर धाम. Innumerable devotees of Lord Chaitanya, whose names are not even known to me, but who are the abodes of ecstatic love, also came to Puri. आई स्थाने भक्ति करी विदाय हैया चलीला अद्वैत सिंह भक्त गोष्ठी लैया. The lion like Advaita Acharya had respectfully taken permission from Mother Sachi and come along with the devotees. ये द्रव्य जाने न प्रभुर पूर्व प्रीत सब लैला सबे प्रभुर भिक्षार निमित्त. Everyone brought the Lord's favorite foodstuffs to offer him. And we know in Chaitanya Lila, the Lord loves sag. He loves leafy vegetables. So I guess that they must have brought leafy vegetables and sweets along with them. सर्वपथे संकीर्तन करीते करीते आइले न पवित्र करिया सर्वपथे. The devotees performed Sankirtan throughout the journey and thus purified the places along the way. So in yesterday's class, His Holiness Vedivas Swami Maharaj was instructing all the devotees how to basically worship the deities at home. And he said that if we have got Shri Radha Krishna as our primary deities, we should be worshipping them in the mood of Radha Shyam Sundar, Radha Madhav, Radha Damodar. And if we have got Jagannath in our home, we should be worshipping them in the mood of the devotees in Jagannath Puri and in Dwarka, because he is the Lord who has manifested his form in Dwarka and he is going towards Vrindavan. And if we have got Gaura Leela, the best way to worship them is by performing Sankirtan. And here we see in this 41st verse, we see this, that devotees performed Sankirtan throughout the journey and thus purified the places along the way. And by doing this, anyone and everyone can basically bring pleasure to Gaur Sundar. उल्लासे ये हरि ध्वनि करे भक्त गण शुनिया पवित्र हैला त्रिभुवन जना. The people of three worlds became purified by hearing the tumultuous vibration of Hari Hari made by devotees. So even in one more bhajan, कौन सा भजन शुरू वो जो गाते हैं श्री हरि वसरे हरि, श्री हरि वसरे हरि. So in this bhajan, we also see that by the tumultuous kirtan, sankirtan, the three worlds have been completely purified. So ब्रह्मांड भेदिला ध्वनि पुरिया आकाश चौदी केर अमंगल सर्व जाय नाश. So number fourth verse, the loud sound passed throughout the entire Brahmanda and filled the whole sky, reaching Shwetadvipa, destroying everything inauspicious in all the 14 worlds. So the Sankirtan movement started by Sri Gaurasundar and then spread worldwide by Prabhupada has got the potential of cutting through all the miseries, not just in the Bhuloka, but all the 14 worlds. And it has got the potency to pass through the Brahmanda to the Shweta Dvipa so that we can bring pleasure to the Lord. So if we have got our deities at home, it's a good practice that we can sing some bhajans for their pleasure. 43rd verse. पत्नी पुत्र दास दासी गणेर सहिते आइले न परानंदे चैतन्य देखिते. The devotees brought their wives, sons, and servants and went in great ecstasy to see the Lord, to see Lord Chaitanya. So here it is reminded to us that it is our duty as a grahastha to cultivate the entire family in the devotional practice. Um, if we don't have the courage to do that, we should not become a grahastha. So there's a beautiful verse as well. I'm forgetting the verse, but it is said that if as a guru I cannot give devotional practice or devotional service to the disciples, I have got no right to be a guru. And as a father or as a husband, if I don't give devotional practices or devotional environment, create a devotional environment in my house, I have got no right to become a father or a husband. So here the devotees have brought their wives, their sons, even their servants, and they have went in great ecstasy to see Lord Chaitanya. ये स्थाने रहे न आशीष बेवास करी से स्थान हय ये न श्री वैकुंठपुरी. Wherever they stopped along the way, that place became like Vaikuntha. So very beautiful verse. Wherever the devotees reside, there automatically Lord sides. Wherever Lord's names are taken, Lord comes over there, and wherever Lord is there, that is Vaikuntha. शुन शुन आर भाई मंगल आख्यान यहाँ गाय आदि देव शेष भगवान. Please listen, dear brothers, to these auspicious topics which are glorified by the Supreme Lord Anantasesha. So, the purport is see Srimad Bhagavatam 3.8.27. So, let's open Srimad Bhagavatam 3.8.27, 8.27. So, 2 to 7. So, soham nrunam क्षुल सुखाय दुःखम महत् कथानां विरमाय तस्य प्रवर्तये भागवतं पुराणं यदाह साक्षात् भगवान् ऋषिभ्यः. Let me now begin speaking on Bhagavad Puran, which was directly spoken to the great sages by the personality of Godhead for the benefit of those who are entangled in extreme miseries for the sake of very little pleasure. 3.8.2 and then till 7. So next verse is, we can just read the purpose. Some time ago, being inquisitive to know, Sanat Kumar, the chief of the boy saints, accompanied by great sages, inquired exactly like you about the truth regarding Vasudev, the Supreme Lord, from Lord Sankarshana, who is seated at the bottom of the universe. At that time, Lord Sankarshana was meditating upon his Supreme Lord, whom the learned esteem as Lord Vasudeva. But for the sake of the advancement of the great learned sages, he slightly opened his lotus-like eyes and began to speak. The sages came from the highest planets down to the lower region through the waters of Ganges, and therefore the hair on their heads were wet. They touched the lotus feet of the Lord, which are worshipped with various paraphernalia by the daughters of the serpent king when they desire good husbands. This is about Anantashesha. The four Kumaras, headed by Sanat Kumara, who all knew the transcendental pastimes of the Lord, glorified the Lord in rhythmic accents with selected words full of affection and love. At that time, Lord Sankarshana, with his thousands of raised hoods, began to radiate an effulgence from the glowing stones on the head. And the last verse and the purport. Lord Sankarshana thus spoke the purport of Srimad Bhagavatam to the great sage Sanat Kumara, who had already taken the vow of renunciation. Sanat Kumara also, in his turn, when inquired by Sankhyayana Muni, explained Srimad Bhagavatam as he had heard it from Sankarshana. So, uh, here we are being said, please listen, dear brothers, to these auspicious topics which are glorified by the Supreme Lord Anantasesha. एहि मत रंगे महापुरुष सकल सकल मंगले आइले न नीलाचल. In this way, all those great devotees happily and safely arrived at Nilachala. कमलपुरे ते ध्वज प्रसाद देखिया पडिले न कांधी सबे दंडवत हैया. When the devotees came to Kamalapura and saw the flag on top of Lord Jagannath temple, they all offered obeisances and began to cry. And we know this, that if we are not able to enter the temple due to any reason, just by looking at the shikhara and the dhwaja, we can offer our obeisances at the same place where we are standing, because any obeisances offered to the dhwaja, to the shikhar, and to the sudarshan atop the temple is similar to taking darshan of the Lord and paying obeisances to him. So Kamalapura is a village situated at a short distance from Athara Nala. Oh, Athara Nala. From there, one can see the flag on top of Lord Jagannath's temple. So, and we have seen this in the previous chapters, that Athara Nala is a very historical place. And it is still present over in Jagannath Puri. There are 18 nalas over which there have been arches which have been made, and a bridge has been put. And while going from Bhubaneswar to Puri, one has to cross Athara Nala to enter into the Puri Dham. And at this place, we have seen that when Lord arrived at Haranala, he basically lost his consciousness just by seeing the dhwaja on top of Jagannath's temple. So Kamalapura is a place has a very short distance from Haranala. So from there, the entire temple is quite properly visible, even now. प्रभु ओ जानिया भक्त गोष्ठीर विजय आगु बाड़ी बारे चित्त कैला इच्छा माया. The independent Lord understood that the devotees had arrived and desired to go and greet them. अद्वैतेर प्रति अति प्रीति युक्त हैया अग्रे महाप्रसाद दिलेन पाठिया. Pathaya. Out of affection for Advaita Acharya, the Lord sent Mahaprasad to him. So, before himself going and meeting, Lord first sent Jagannath's Mahaprasad to the devotees, and then he arrived. कि अद्भुत प्रीति से ताहार नाही अंत प्रसाद पाठाए यान रे कटक पर्यंत. There is no end to Lord's love and affection for Advaita Acharya. The Lord had sent Prasad all the way to Katak for him. So here we see that this transcendental service of Adhanamrut is also going, it has been taking place for the past 500 years, as we have seen that devotees all over the world generally send prasad. So whenever we travel to any dham, we call the devotees at various stations so that they can arrange prasad for us. So in this way also, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sent prasad to Katak just for Advaita Acharya. I get reminded of my time at IIT Bombay, where Narani Mataji used to send prasad on a daily basis so that I don't have to eat in hostel. So I miss those days as well. शयने आचिलु क्षीर सागर भितरे निद्रा भंग हैल मोर नाडार हुंकारे. I was lying in the ocean of milk, but the loud calling of Nada broke my sleep. This is what Lord is saying. अद्वैत निमित्त मोर एई अवतार एई मत Mahaprabhu bole bar bar. Sri Advaita Acharya is the cause of this incarnation of mine. Mahaprabhu would repeatedly speak like this, and we have seen Lord Advaita Acharya and Haridas Thakur, they cried out to the Lord, saying that please arrive, because seeing the very miserable condition of people in Kali Yuga, Advaita Acharya and Mahaprabhu, and Haridas Thakur called out to the Lord so that he could come, he could arrive, and Lord is confirming this, that it is only because of Advaita Acharya that he has arrived in this age of Kali. एते के ईश्वर तुल्य यतेक महांत अद्वैत सिंहेरे भक्ति करे न एकांत. Therefore, all exalted devotees who are as good as the Lord offer all respects to Advaita Acharya, and we should be also have very respectful towards Advaita Acharya. आईला अद्वैत शुनी श्री वैकुंठपती आगुबाडी लेन प्रिय गोष्टीर संहती. When the Lord of Vaikuntha heard about the arrival of Advaita Prabhu, he took along his associates and went to greet him. नित्यानंद गदाधर श्री पुरी गोसाई चलिले न हरिषे काहारो भाय नाही. Nityananda, Gadadhar, and Sri Puri Goswami forgot everything else and happily accompanied the Lord. So here we get to know one more name, Puri Goswami. So let's see who is Puri Goswami. So Puri Goswami, as such, there is no mention in this list. As I have told you, this is not uh, endless. It's an endless list. It's not doesn't have the complete information. So there is one devotee, Sri Puri Goswami, who went along with Lord. So the last verses for today, 56 to 61. I plan to finish on this verse. सार्वभौम जगदानंद काशी मिश्र वर दामोदर स्वरूप श्री पंडित शंकर काशीश्वर पंडित आचार्य भगवान श्री प्रद्युम्न मिश्र प्रेम भक्तिर प्रधान पात्र श्री परमानंद राय रामानंद चैतन्येर द्वारपाल सुकृति गोविंद ब्रह्मानंद भारती श्री रूप सनातन रघुनाथ वैद्य शिवानंद नारायण अद्वैतेर ज्येष्ठ पुत्र श्री अच्युतानंद वाणीनाथ शिखी महाती आदि भक्त वृंद अनंत चैतन्य भृत्य कत जानी नाम की छोट की बड़ सबे करीला पयान. सार्वभौम भट्टाचार्य, जगदानंद पंडित, काशी मिश्रा, स्वरूप दामोदर, श्री शंकर पंडित, काशीश्वर पंडित, भगवान आचार्य, श्री प्रद्युम्न मिश्र, परमानंद पुरी, रामानंद राय, द लॉर्ड्स पायस डोरकीपर गोविंद, ब्रह्मानंद भारती, श्री रूपन and श्री सनातन, Raghunatha Vaidya, Shivananda, Narayana, Sri Achyutananda, the eldest son of Advaita, Vaninatha, Shiki Mahiti, and innumerable other topmost devotees, both prominent and obscure, whose names are unknown to me, all forgot everything and joyfully went with Lord to greet the devotees. Sri Achyutananda was more advanced in devotional service to Vishnu than the other sons of Advaita. The other sons were not advanced in their devotional service. So the reason for ending at this verse was that I get an opportunity to just chant out the names of the Lord, names of the devotees of Lord. We can see who's who. We don't have the time now. It's already 9:08. So we can just check on this list who Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya is, who Jagadananda Pandit is, and who were they in Krishna Leela. So I think we can end now. Jagadananda Pandit was Satyabhama, as just it is written over here. Jagadananda Pandit was Satyabhama, Kashi Mishra, Damodara, and other names as well. So we can end over here, and in tomorrow's class, I think Mataji will take the class. Oh, tomorrow is Saturday, so she won't be doing. So we can meet again on Monday. Hare Krishna. If there are any other questions, if I have made any offenses, kindly forgive me. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. So I can end the class.
Krishna, thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Namo Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Amazing class, Prabhu. Amazing.
Thank you,
Wonderful.
Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. So I can end the class for every.